Check this thing out. It's 3 wheels and there's one in the back. I want to get their picture. I want to photobomb them. And it's 2 ladies driving too, or 1 lady driving. Woo! I'm leaving the Long Beach International Motorcycle Show. Came up here with Rev Bomb, Bash 041, and the very injured Snowcat, who was on the up and up. Yeah, that guy crashed hard, and it wasn't on a motorcycle. He did it on a skateboard thing coming down the hill by Bash's house, going really fast. Anyway, it was fun. I don't know, these motorcycle shows, it's just like you can't even look at the bikes because there's so many people crowded around everything that you want to see that you can't even see what you came here to see. That was Snowcat. So I'm very tired because I just came back from yesterday afternoon. I flew back in from Las Vegas. I was there for a work trip. A guy that works for me got promoted, so we went there to celebrate his big promotion. Oh, God, I hate that place. I wouldn't go there if somebody else wasn't paying for it. Anyway, while I was in Las Vegas, I'm probably going to rustle some feathers here, but my boss is like really into the club scene thing, which is not really my bag. I mean, it hasn't been for a while now. I'm not a big club guy. And I like a lot of techno music, or EDM music as it's called these days. I'm a fan of a lot of that stuff, but there's been a debate in the drumming community whether DJs should be considered percussionists or not. And anyway, we went to this club called Hakkasan, which is in the MGM Grand. It's kind of the club right now. I think it's supposed to be like one of the best clubs in the world right now. But anyway, there's a guy, the DJ that was playing, one of my coworkers went to high school with him. His name is, the DJ's name, not my friend, is Steve Aoki or something like that. Asian guy, long hair, goatee. His dad was the founder of Benihana restaurants, which are like, you know, hibachi grill. Those of you that don't live in the US. Hibachi Grill. It's a really famous restaurant chain here, so needless to say, money's not an issue. But anyway, so we go and get in, and my boss pays some ridiculous amount of money because we're 4 dudes. So if you're not a hot chick, you're not getting in at all unless you pay some absurd amount of money. So I don't know. My boss paid for it. I don't know what he paid, but I bet it was almost $100 a piece for us. So anyway, this guy Steve Aoki, who's a pretty famous DJ, is playing. And here, I'll show you a clip right here. And as you can see, people are just going completely batshit crazy for this guy. Like he's some, I don't know, like he's some god. And people are going nuts. And I'm sitting there going, as a guy that used to be in a band, I'm sitting there going, you know, even like 20 years ago, DJs had turntables and they actually mixed the 2 records together. So there's some talent there where you had to match the beats before you did the crossfader over. There's some skill involved in this, but I'm watching this and excuse my ignorance. I mean, I may be way off because I don't know much about DJ, but I'm sitting there, all that guy's just doing is standing up there, jumping up and down, waving his arms, and every once in a while he pushes a button. I mean, all that could be pre-mixed. All the stuff, him like putting the headphones on and sliding the shit around on the mix board, that's all that could have been pre-arranged on his iTunes playlist. And that guy gets paid huge amounts of money to make an appearance like that, like up to like $200,000 a gig for doing that. And I'm thinking, what a crock of shit, man. I don't know why I'm so angry about it. I don't know, because I'm a musician, I play drums, and I don't know, man, back when I was in bands and I played, you're working up there. And I'm not trying to piss on anybody's parade. I mean, if you enjoy it, you love dancing, and people are willing to pay the money, then go for it. Bright yellow shirt. But anyway, I know I sound like a grumpy old man, but I don't know. It's just people do it. They go in there and they pay whatever the cover charge is. And I bought one cocktail when I was in there. I bought one for myself and my coworker. 2 cocktails was like something like $57 for a vodka soda. And I mean, you could go to a Rolling Stones concert, you know, a huge band, and it's not that much. The tickets to get in are that much, but drinks aren't that much if you want a beer or whatever. And man, I just don't. It's just highway robbery. I mean, I wish wouldn't do it. I wouldn't pay it. Period. So I don't know. I mean, I don't want to shit on anybody that loves music and loves their craft. And if you're good at what you're doing, and people are willing to pay. And Steve Aoki, by the way, I did a little research before I went on this little rant. You know, the guy's actually legit. He's a big-time producer. He's produced a couple of, I think, Grammy Award-nominated electronica albums. So the guy certainly has a gift. But, I don't know. I mean, those clubs, ever since it's become digital, they don't actually use real turntables anymore. And I know they have those, like, fake turntables where you can still do the mixing, but I didn't see any of that. He wasn't doing any of, like, the record beat matching, where you have to spin the record to match the beat, which actually I have done before on a friend's turntable. It's not easy. There is some skill there. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just the light show. I mean, and I'll say this. I mean, the light show there and the lasers and all the stuff is as good and as big a production as any rock concert. I mean, it's impressive. But I feel like if you took that away, it's just a guy standing up there pushing a couple of buttons and playing pre-recorded music. Am I wrong? If there's any DJs watching, somebody, please prove me wrong and let me know, because I would love to be proven otherwise. I know a little bit about it, but not that much. By the way, I am right where I crashed. My crash a year ago was just down this road. I went down there once, like a year later, and I found the earplugs that I was wearing in the planter that I took out of my ears while I was laying there in the street. And I've gone back again since, and they've actually done landscaping, and they changed the center island, so it's not there anymore. Anyway, and I will end this video with a shot of that butt. Woo-hoo.